Now, listen, you guys, how Nicki Minaj has been moving in 2025 is evidence that sometimes you really do not need to say anything when it comes to your enemies or people that are obsessed with you. You just have to sit back and watch them scramble and try any and everything to try and get your attention. Now, we're going to talk about the Transformer trying to channel Roman, and of course, this entire cover situation. We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to be discussing about Charlemagne getting checked by Ciara. At the same time, Rory and Mal are out there telling us that they are retiring from doing commentary on female rap. I guess just because, well, people have been cloaking them for coddling a certain female rapper. And we're also going to be talking about Joe Budden. It seems like he is back at trying to coddle this woman once again. And these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this entire album cover. So, just before the album cover dropped, the Transformer, as we all know, is in court. And I do feel like whatever situation that is going on, it's just been foolery after foolery. And how she thinks, the stand is a place for her to launch a new career as a comedian is baffling to me because you can tell that whatever she's saying on that stand, she is not taking anything seriously. She thinks she's just going to get away with stuff, which she may, if we're going to be honest, okay? Because we have seen a lot of times how certain people that look a certain way get applauded for doing nonsense. I mean, there's, allegations that, she was out there allegedly spitting on a woman, and the internet is applauding that, and here standing on the stand and saying that and admitting that, oh well, I didn't call that woman fat, I said that she was a B word, and people are applauding that. So it seems to me that she's trying to launch a new career as a comedian on the stand, and I don't know if this is part of a rollout or what exactly is going on with her. But that being said, when she was going to court that day, she had that interesting wig. I'm just gonna call it interesting. And people kind of noticed that, well, it seems like she tried to channel Roman. She tried to do, the signature Roman pose by Nicki Minaj. And at this point, it's beginning to give desperate because I very much know that she and her team were very aware of what they were doing. They were trying to stir up the pot to get people talking, about her and comparing her to Nicki Minaj. That's exactly what they have been trying to do. I mean, I did tell you when she went to that Beyonce concert that she was strategically aligning herself with Fraudulent Nation because she realized that at that point, Nicki's attention was towards Fraudulent Nation. So, what better way to attach herself to Nicki Minaj than to go and act like she's super cool with her ops? And also, the Jay-Z record that she put out and the editing of the wig to pink, it's crazy. And then shortly after, the sister came out also, trying to bait Nicki Minaj in some argument about how she she was delusionally saying that Nicki was out there copying, her lace bodysuit, which is crazy to me. But that being said, the latest one is nothing short of desperate. It is the album cover, you guys. When she first came out, it was all black crows, these crows that, oh my God, birds flying, duck, 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 duck. And then all of a sudden, it seems like the theme has changed and it's now pink. And oh, how convenient and how much of a coincidence it is that her album cover looks exactly like Nicki Minaj's alternative cover for Pink Friday, too. And people will try to act oblivious to this plain obsession. And I'm just like, how do you sleep at night, honestly, knowing that you'll forever be in another woman's shadow? Not only are you out there trying to cop her face, but you're also trying to do everything that she has done for her rollout, down to the outfit, down to the album cover. What is that? But anyway, as usual, people obviously are playing dumb. Okay, they don't know what's going on. Oh, it's a coincidence. Oh my God, she's just funny. She's just this. She can get away with any and everything. And for me, it's interesting to see a lot of black women, applauding this nonsense. But anyway, let us move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Nicki Minaj. People have been speculating that it seems like she has got something coming out with Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift. Recently, she has been posting and reposting, Taylor Swift's album and all of these things, and people have been kind of saying that, well, it does seem like something is cooking in the kitchen. You guys know that, well, certain people were excited also when Taylor Swift announced, with people saying that, well, she is going to be blocking the Transformer and her album, and at this point, I don't even know if there's need for Taylor to be blocking anyone because from the reception that we have been seeing when it comes to the Transformer and her music, she doesn't need anyone blocking her. She has blocked herself already by playing these games with someone who already has multiple albums out. Now, speaking about that, Nicki Minaj also did post, Sabrina Carpenter, and people started saying, imagine a collaboration amongst the three artists, like something, for example, something that she did with Ariana Grande, and of course, Jessie, like, side to side. So people were like, okay, it is giving that. What if, they all come out, the three of them, Sabrina, Taylor, and Nicki, with a song that would be iconic? And people were also pointing out how that would be interesting, seeing the dynamics between Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Nicki Minaj. Because I mean, recently, obviously, people felt like, well, there is no way that Beyonce does not approve whatever the husband is doing to certain artists in the music industry. So that dynamic in itself would be something absolutely interesting. Now, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, let us talk about Charlemagne the God, okay? This is something that Miranda sent me a couple of days ago, but you guys know that with the relocation and everything, I have not been able to stay consistent. I'm still adjusting. But yeah, it is a clip from the Breakfast Club. And as usual, after meeting Sarah in person, especially years later, Charlemagne is singing a different tune. I mean, he tried to play it off, saying that, oh, well, I was on substances that cannot be mentioned. And, he tried to joke about it. But, Ciara, being the gracious queen that she is, she checked him, but in a very classy way, which is something that I could tell Charlemagne is not used to, because he then went ahead to give a half-baked apology as usual, saying that, well, if I did something to offend you, if I did, yeah, you definitely know what you did. And yeah, so let me just insert what the conversation was like, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
How you don't remember?
Which
What we
on
mean to
this
you? What I
morning.
mean? What?
Are you dumb? Listen,
I'm really asking. I don't remember.
that was a good question.
Oh,
How you don't
that's
remember?
was a
because
really
he is
good
dumb and
question.
he is mean.
Listen, you know what? When you got your energy in a certain place, you can't remember everything crazy that someone does to you or says about you. But I definitely would always remember Charlemagne along the way in my journey coming up as an artist. But Charlemagne was being Charlemagne, so
I was on drugs.
That's a lie.
are
You was
lying.
not on
No,
damn
you was not
drugs.
on, you was just ugly back then. And don't try to act like that. No, that was not drugs. That was you.
I went back down some of the pipeline, and we won't say it, but I think you owe her an apology because you was crazy.
Absolutely.
You said you went down Diddy's pipeline and what happened?
I didn't
wait,
say
what?
What did you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Y'all look
What did
crazy.
you say?
Diddy didn't come up. I didn't say nothing about Diddy's
Well,
pipeline.
listen. If I did anything that really offended you and hurt you in any way, Sierra, I do apologize.
Aw.
Sincerely, but I'm not even joking when I say I really don't remember
You
everything.
want to play the audio? We got
No,
some.
no,
No,
you
I'm
really,
just
I'm like,
joking.
dang,
I'm
y'all
just
just
joking.
backpack.
We're not doing that.
Like,
I'm just joking.
like you on that type of
No, I'm just
time.
joking. We don't have no audio. We don't have no
I
audio.
only
Honestly,
remember one thing. I really do.
You remember one thing. Which you want to say the one thing?
It was when I used to say Rihanna had the Navy, Beyonce had the Beehive, and Sierra had the Crickets.
Oh my Lord.
That's
That
the
was
only thing I
disgusting.
personally remember.
That's crazy. Well,
But
crickets are chirping loud, ain't they?
Yes,
Period.
they
They sure are, because they the
We still
loudest
here.
insect.
We still here.
The Giants are going to be terrible.
No, they're not.
It's not going to be his fault.
Let me
They're
tell
just a
you.
terrible
No.
organization.
Let me tell you right now. I love you dearly, but you cannot look at me and tell me that the team my husband's going to be on is going to be terrible. I'm just not going to allow that.
Oh,
you
don't
can
know
feel
that?
what you want to feel, though. It's all
His
good.
Cowboys are trash.
And I understand.
That's what
Listen,
it is.
I understand. The history that franchises they evolve and they go through things, but we're going to speak life over here.
There you
So
go.
Question, and this is not how I feel, so don't take it
What?
from me. No,
What you
when
wanna
you hear
ask me?
people say Russell Wilson is corny, what's your honest reaction?
oh
as
my
his wife?
gosh, I don't have to even reply to that. Why would I even respond to that? He is the most amazing human being you could know. The smartest, most intelligent black man
Yes.
that I have ever known. What you see with him is really who he is. It's beautiful. It's different.
Loves his
But
wife.
It's crazy.
wait. Who's the man saying it?
What Channing Crowder said it once.
No, we ain't gonna call no names.
like, what kind of guy is
I'm
saying
not
it?
gonna go down a specific lane because I don't want
okay, got you.
I'm just saying, who's the man saying it? Have you ever loved someone right? Have you ever been loved right? So sometimes people, to me, speak out of pocket because they just don't know. So for me, it's versus being mad about it, just be like, God bless them. There's a difference between boys and men. To me, men love a certain way. They have a certain standard of how they love and choose to love and do things. I feel blessed that when I look at my husband, that standard is like, is top tier, right? It's like my dad's love, right? That's the truest love I've known from a man.
Wow.
So to see that,
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Rory and Mal. Okay, it seems like after the recent, commentary on the Transformers song, they are out there copying pleas and saying that they're not going to be commenting on female rap anymore just because people were saying to them, you're ridiculous for saying that that song is nice when everybody can tell that, well, it's not. Really, it's not. And, instead of just facing that and saying, okay, we might have been a little bit biased, they're like, oh, wow, the music is not for me. I am not the consumer. I am not this. I am not that. So you recently just, discovered that you're not the consumer of female rap just because your favorite is out there flopping. So when you realize that the plant that you guys were trying to push out there, it now begins to feel ridiculous and you begin to look like clowns when you deny that she cannot rap, all of a sudden you've realized that no, you are actually not the target market for female rap. But anyway, you guys, let me just insert what they had to say and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Say
matter
something,
much
man.
to me, but I think there'd be a Cardi song.
I don't want to talk about any female rappers no more.
Why?
I
See,
just
that's
don't.
sexist.
No,
I know Damaris is in here.
No. You know why?
We can be pigs.
It's not that it's sex. I mean, I want all of them to keep talking their shit and looking good and doing their thing. But it's
Mainly
I don't-
looking good.
I just don't think it's fair for me to speak on their music because they're not making these records for me. A person like me, like they don't care. Like Cardi doesn't care if I like her verse. Nicki doesn't care if I like her verse. Like they don't give a fuck.
No, they do care.
No, they just don't want you to shit on it. They care if you shit on it. But if I don't speak on it, I don't think then nobody's gonna be upset.
All
It
right,
just
can
doesn't feel
I play Damaris today?
cool.
Okay. I think they do care, not specifically about us per se, but they are in a male-dominated field where male opinions are the ones that give you a stamp, which I would argue with Damaris that women are the people that move the fucking needle. And when
100%.
women like some,
Men gonna like it.
we're
We
gonna
love it.
like
If they
it.
like it, we love it.
But I do see that side from a woman's point of view there that like, yeah, I need male media to fuck with this too. Cause y'all have stamped, hip hop has been male dominated for 50 years.
Yeah, but it's
and
not-
y'all are the ones that say when something's good or not as far as perception.
Yeah, but it's
Which if
not
you go to a
fair.
Nicki show, like you don't need a man to stamp anything.
at all. Like, but it's just not
She
fair.
got stamped by Fendi. Like you get a stamp based off
On the
QC stamped
business
Cardi
side- on the
after
business
she was
side-
buzzing with her own shit.
On the business side, I understand that, but
Media and business do go hand in hand, so they
Nah.
do care in that regard.
Nah, it doesn't. Like, and it's honestly unfair because again, if it's a Cardi or a Nicki or a Meg or Lotto or whoever, the ladies that are putting out music, they're not recording these verses thinking, oh, I hope he likes it or he likes it. It's more so like they want the women to love it. They want the women
would
to
say otherwise.
huh?
My phone would say otherwise.
But that's because you're saying, if you hear the song, you're saying something to the side of you don't like it or you're not feeling it, that's when it becomes a conversation to your phone like, yo, why'd you say that? Da, da, da. But I just don't feel, just being honest, like, it's just like, because that's not for me. It's almost like, why am I even speaking on that when I know that wasn't created with me in mind? Like, that's not.
I don't think that's even really a gender thing per se, because even when we came in here to talk about the Cardi shit, I started by saying I shouldn't be the one to review this. But this is
I agree.
God awful.
But I agree. But I shouldn't be the one, because again, it's not made for me. It's not. I'm not supposed to like it to an extent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this wasn't written and laid for.
But it's made for the masses, so the masses can comment.
Yeah, but
even if it's not for me.
But what masses though?
You don't think Cardi is trying to go out to the masses?
Yeah, but somebody like me who grew up on a different type of hip hop, different type of rap.
Grew up in damn near the same neighborhood as her. Fucking 15 minutes away.
Yeah, but the gap.
You've dated a Cardi.
Yeah, but the
like
gap.
You dated
though.
her.
No,
not her.
Clean that up.
They're not gonna clean. No,
the clips is crazy. Is all I'm saying. Just clean that up. No, not her. But yes, we from the same neighborhood, same culture. So I understand that. But again, it's a different time now when you talk about rap, hip hop, and the type of music. Like it's just different. Thing. It's a content thing.
I think you would judge Miseducation if it came out. I think you would judge a Lil Sims album. I think there's plenty of women artists that would be. I think you're just talking about the content per se.
It's the content. It's not for me. That content is not for me.
Now, I love being Damaris. Would you not say that Imaginary Player, Cardi's not really doing pussy rap on that? She's talking this shit like,
even if it's
not like Hove, everyone relax, but she just flexing the way any other rapper would. It's not a pussy rap record.
Yeah, but it's not, again.
It's just the tone of her voice?
No. It's just the content. Me, it's like my demographic. It's not for my demographic. It's not for my age group. It's not for like, it's just not, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's like, I want to see her, all the success that she's shooting for. I want to see her get it because again, I'm supporting Cardi, but it's almost unfair for me to sit here and give my opinions on a Cardi record because again, I don't think she made that record caring if I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me to speak on it, it's like
with proof. That's just where I disagree.
I'm just saying that's how I feel. It's like, damn, man, I don't want to talk about.
All right, well then, because I'll give her your number and she can curse you out instead.
Because even look, even as much as I love Cardi and support her and all of that, I don't play Cardi's music. Where would I play Cardi's music at?
I don't think it's a diss.
It's not, but that's what I'm saying. So then why when she puts out a song, why am I even speaking on it?
That's
now I'm saluting her. I want everybody that fuck to love it, but for me to sit on my platform and speak on it, sometimes I'll be like, damn, I don't want. And you know this behind the scenes.
I feel the same way.
I don't want to speak but again, not because I don't like Cardi and I don't support her. I don't think she's dope. It's because I feel like it's unfair because she really is not making music in these songs for somebody like me. She's not. So it's like, why the fuck am I even speaking on it?
No,
but because I fuck with her, I want to speak on it and give her praise, like, yo, do your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you, but it's almost unfair to even talk about the music. Cause again, I'm not going to be playing Cardi's music anywhere.
You do this weird thing in podcasting where you like try to make logical sense.
No,
this is a world that doesn't have it.
But let me explain something to you. I know.
We're in a universe where logical sense is not.
I understand.
We're not playing that game.
Listen, but I understand that. But that's just who I am. I'm being me. It's not a character. I have to bring logic into everything. I know I'm at a handicap with this. Trust me. We've been doing this for years. I know where I stand on things, my thought process, my moral compass. I am at a handicap because everybody is not going to be aligned with the things that I feel and things that I say. I get that, but I can't stop being who I am.
I mean, what's gotten tiring on my side, like mentally exhausting, which has become a handicap. I've always want music to be good. I'm not one of those weird people that's like praying for music to be bad, but also
for sure.
Even artists that I do really like, and sometimes their music isn't the best, I don't want to come in here and shit on it. Like, I know art is to be critiqued, but I just don't really have that in me anymore to like, if I think something's like genuinely trash, I'd rather like not talk about it. Cause then also like, what's the game we're playing? What is the dopamine hit for the listener? Right. Me just screaming that I don't like an artist that we've all liked forever. Now their music sucks.
Right.
I just don't like, that's why I also on the side pray like Jid's album. I was like, please be good. Please be good. Please
Why?
be good. Because I would never want to come in here. And it's not because I'm phony or not realizing that this is the job too, to say when something is bad or good. It's just exhausting to just tear people down. Like, yeah, when it comes to like Playboy Cardi, that shit ain't for me. I don't care. That shit could be that could be Illmatic to you. It's trash to me. I don't care. Nor does Cardi, nor does the fans.
Right.
But artists,
And it's not personal to the artist.
Of course not.
Right.
But artists that I do care about, like, thank God the Clips album was great. Thank God JID's album was great.
Thank God Ghostface album was dope.
Yes, which was the only one that I did listen to this week. But yes, that was one of those two. That was
Right.
like, mass appeal. Come on, please.
Yes, they got it right.
That shit smoked it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just, which I'll probably, there'll be comments because I know a lot of the pod fans, like that's, a lot of them get off on that, like not positivity. And I'm not saying we have to just sit here and have flowers and just be like, everything's great. No, we should tell the truth, but I don't always just want to shit on someone because I don't particularly like their music. Like, I'm not going to go back to Imaginary Players. But again, it's not really like for me. Am I excited for the Cardi album? Do I pray it's fucking good?
I'm on the same
Because I like good music and I hope Cardi succeeds in her life. I don't think she's a scumbag. If she was a dirtbag, like, fuck it. But I don't know. I just don't understand that concept of like hoping things suck. Like, then we can tear them down. Like, yo, it's over for them.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
like,
but you know that's we see. You know that's just how this thing is.
oh no, for sure. It's not just podcasting. It's just a reflection of crabs in the barrel.
Negative
Shit to begin with.
things are going to travel fast.
Literally, all the political news outlets want the world to end.
Exactly.
Nobody.
that.
Well, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about, Joe Budden. It seems like Joe Budden is out there addressing that, his opinions on the Transformer. We're out there being used to portray him as personally attacking her and all of these things. And I'm like, all this energy is coming when there is some truth to what actually Joe does say about the Transformers music. But when Joe was out there being a clown towards Nicki's music, we didn't see all this backlash. If anything, people were applauding him. Because he was, for those of you who are not aware, he was part of the people really that turned on Nicki Minaj and was out there pushing narratives, not just narratives about music, but narratives about her personal life, accusing her of being on the C word. Yes. So we didn't hear that backlash. But now all of a sudden, because he's out there saying the truth about the Transformers rapping skills, all hell has broken loose. And he's out there seemingly copying plays. Like, what is going on? But let me just insert what Joe Budden had to say, you guys, and let me know what you think about all this coddling that is happening in female rap. And do you really feel like rap in general, something is happening, something is in the air? I feel like, industry politics have kind of caused a lot of dilution, a lot of inauthenticity in as far as that genre is concerned. It's not just female rap. I feel like labels are they trying to make sure that it goes extinct, because this is the energy that is beginning to give right now. Nothing feels natural anymore in as far as the genre is concerned. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, your opinions about all of that. And again, my sincerest apologies. As soon as I fully settle down, you guys, you will see by the consistency. Right now, I'm still running around trying to adjust and everything, trying to find, where do I find this? Where do I get this? And everything. But until my next one, see you.
Joe Budden overly critiques and gives Cardi the business. Joe Budden explodes on Cardi B. Like, I've seen, those are the headlines I've seen, which is right. Like I'd be like, oh, see, this bitch ass version of hip hop today. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like, I should be able to listen to somebody who I enjoy and say, hey, this is what I like about this. This is what I don't like about this, before the business of gossiping takes over the business of music and the art of loving music.
That's what I hate.
And then you turn that into, because I love Cardi B, now you turn that into, oh, he hates her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then that turns into something else. They got a whole list of people I hate, and it's like, dog, we got to stop being
I'm doing
soft.
my job at this point. But that's where the time-space compression thing becomes interesting to me. Like, I was a music reviewer. That was my first sort of writing job
Really?
I wrote for
at the Blue Note Jazz.
it was firstly Pop Matters.
Cracker Barrel.
Gregory Abbott.
At Cracker Barrel.
It's Gregory Porter's Fuck You.
Gregory Abbott.
And no, but I reviewed hip hop albums.
Did you have a pseudonym?
Yeah, I did.
Who was your pseudonym?
I'm not gonna tell you, but I reviewed for in my own name for Pop Matters, and I reviewed for like Source, XXL. I reviewed for all of them from like in the aughts. And the thing back then was we would get a record or we would get an album in March, and we were hyped to get the record because no one else had it.
Right.
And it was a physical CD.
Yeah, of course.
And then we would listen to it for 2 months. And I had to write a review for over those 2 months. Or it was usually like a month or two. A month was more common on record labels. They were slow. And then we publish it, and then it would come out 2 months later. And so by the time it came out, the public had consumed the record. They knew that we had taken it seriously and sat with it. And the conversation was about the music. Whereas if I had put on the internet that day, the conversation would have been about, so-and-so trashes track 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or so-and-so says, and I think that's just how social media works. Like, there's no space for that. That's what I find frustrating. Because what you said about the album and what you said about the album, or the single, and what I said about the single were all basically the same. Right. And none of it was trashing it.
But also, too, that it didn't allow you to, because of the time between the opinion and kind of watching it settle, like, Outkast was slept on at the beginning. There was a lot of most of the things that came outside of New York before New York or the East Coast understood it was always trash. It was always like West Coast music was trash prior to it, right? And until the game caught up. So the biggest problem is there's no incubator period anymore. It's like your opinion, and then it drops, and there's no incubator period for somebody to be like, hold on, let me kind of